Nope, wrong one. There we go. We fixed it!
Yay!
I fixed it. Hello, everybody. I'm normally the DM, but as you can see, I'm in the wrong chair today. So we need someone who is in the chair to start speaking. So, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, I am the president of this company now.
Go on, Mr. President.
Hello and good afternoon. My name is Dalton. I will be running tonight's campaign, one shot as it were. As per usual, we have a few wacky guests. We're gonna start. We're gonna start with Belle. Tell us a little bit about you.
Hello, I am Giras. I am a rogue. I'm just some dude.
Just a guy.
I'm just, I got invited, and I was like, hey, you know what? Let's just show up and see what happens.
Hard telling, not knowing at this point.
And
then we have Echo.
Hi, I'm about to say I am playing Mina, a half-orc wizard. She was pretty much just perusing books when she got fucking ran into like a freight train, and a letter was there. So she was like, all right, I guess we'll see. I'm shy. Screw it. So yeah, here I am.
Why not? Except we have Cat in the driver's seat.
Hi, I'm in the other driver's seat. I called shotgun. I'm playing Yabby. I am a grung wizard. And I got invited. I got invited to cater, and that's it.
Awesome. And then finally we have Lily up there.
Hello. I'm playing Belle White, a fighter. I'm working security tonight.
Oh.
Awesome. Working the floor tonight as always. And we're gonna just jump right in.
Woohoo.
As I haven't done this in years, so it's gonna
Yeah.
What it'll be.
That's okay. That's okay.
No worries. We're here for fun. We're here for fun and laugh.
That's all. I will also have you know that I am not like Cat. I can see notifications through Discord.
I know.
Yeah.
So.
Stop it.
So, we open up on a scene. As the sun begins to wane over the horizon of the small town of Wendellwick, usually a farming town with a rather large vineyard on the outskirts. Typically, it is more calm, but today it is bustling. For today is the nuptials of one Lucian Vale and Eve Kingsley. Everyone is making their way towards the vineyard. There is a line in which has never been seen on the dirt paths. And inside already are 4 individuals ready to witness the newly nuptials. Now, everyone in this area has had an invitation. One that says, and I quote, "You are cordially invited to the wedding of Lucian Vale, the critically acclaimed author, and Eve Kingsley, heiress to the Kingsley wineries and vineyards. The date and time will be at sunset on the last day of the month at the Kingsley estate. As this will be a masquerade, all guests, staffs, and contractors will be anonymous and require invitations before entry. We cannot wait to give everyone a night that no one will ever forget." We are going to start with Belle, who is working security, watching the floor vigilantly.
Oh, I broke it. Of course I did.
Everything good?
Yeah, I broke it. It's fine. Why do we keep breaking?
It's only a minor breaking. It's fine.
Yeah, it's Just a smidgen of a break.
Oh. We good?
Looks like it.
Awesome. So important to remember, I'm going to be naming characters, not people. So when I say Belle, I'm talking to Lily, not Belle.
Yes, there is a problem. Just
Some
yeah,
fucking
there's
Spell
a problem with the naming.
Good, because I got fucking confused.
Oh. As you're watching the floor, I do want you to describe what thou looks like.
Well, Belle is fairly tall. She has a lightly blondish pink dyed hair with her darker roots showing. She typically wears like a long leather coat. She's dressed up a little bit in a more like suit jacket and uniform at the moment because she's on the clock at a fancy party. She wants to look like she fits in. And she's kind of just keeping an eye on things, making sure that nobody's getting a little too drunk or anything like that. Just keeping an eye on things at the moment. She's got a fairly nondescript half mask on to because they've said masquerade. So it's covering her from the nose up. So you can see her brown eyes kind of peeking out through the mask. And yeah, that's Belle White.
So as you're standing there watching, you notice someone approaching you. Now this person is rather I love using this description. He's kind of built like a shit brick house.
Mm-hmm.
He is tall. He is tall and tanned, and you can see behind his full just white, almost V for Vendetta mask. He is bald, and he looks at you. And kind of lifts his mask up, and you recognize him from the briefing this earlier this afternoon. His name is Bronson Mintle. He is the head of security, and he looks at you and he's like, "So you're the one they picked off the fields, are you?"
Yes, sir.
Well, if you can replace the salary that I'm all of a sudden got the budget cuts for, I imagine you'll prove your worth quite nicely.
They're definitely paying me enough to get my best work, so.
I should hope so. If I'm honest with you, we haven't had this less security since I've started here like 15 years ago.
It's a little odd when there's so many more people than usual to cut back like that.
I'd say. But what do I know? I just manage the whole thing.
I'll keep an ear out and an eye out. Let you know if I see anything untoward. But mostly should just be keeping an eye and make sure people don't get too drunk tonight.
Wonderful. Gotta keep the riffraff out, if you know what I mean.
Yes, sir.
And he puts his mask down and walks away, leaves you to your duty. And as we continue filing in, coming towards the front of the line, we see. Well, what do we see? How do you pronounce your name again? Idas.
Idas?
Idas.
Yidas is a fairly large but slim dude. Stands about 6 feet. Green skin, has a kind of like a purple overcoat, like a suit jacket sort of thing. And on his face is a full face mask, with only two downward facing slits for the eye holes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
For those on the stream, what you could not see is Lily dating
That's
a real
right.
slim Yida. Ha!
Slim Yidas.
Slim Jim.
Oh, okay. So as you approach the
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I'm trying at this point. So as you as you approach the front of the line, you come to this brooding this tall gentleman. One of the only people here who actually are not wearing a face mask. He is tall, he is brooding, and he acts like he owns the place because he kind of does. Anyone would be able to know who Alf Kingsley is. He's about 6 foot tall. He carries his confidence as his weight. He's dressed in a rather dimmed down suit, but you can see he's just got long white hair. He's got a beard down to his chin that's just neatly trimmed, and he's just sitting there scanning everyone, and he picks you out. And he looks at you, kind of looking behind the mask. He's like, well, I don't think I recognize you. Well, that's not the accent I wanted, but okay.
Just gives his hand a flick, and the invitation appears between his fingers.
A magician, eh? He takes the invitation from you. Kind of looks it over. Looks at you. Hands it back to you. And like as you grab it back, he kind of holds on to it and he looks you dead in the eyes, and he's got these just piercing, icy blue eyes. He looks at you and he says, "Cause no trouble." Hey, let's go.
Just gives a simple nod.
We're gonna skip to the next person who is actually already in there, kind of at the hors d'oeuvre table. As you see, just a small little frog guy.
Just a guy. Just a guy.
Just a guy.
It's just a guy. They're just a guy.
Okay. Please describe your character.
So Yabby
Yeah,
is
sorry.
sits at about 4 feet, like itty bitty kinda. Wearing like pretty simple clothes. There's like a little bit of an apron over top of the garb. And they don't really have a face mask, mainly because it's very hard to find a face mask that fits frog features. So their hat is pulled really low over their eyes. Like, it looks like this. And that is the best that they are able to do. And with like a little bit of perhaps like a cloth around their mouth, that's the best they were able to do. As they are quick, and it looks like they have like this kind of spectral like clipboard just hovering in front of them as this spectral quill just and from underneath all of their clothes, it's like it looks like they're kind of like a tree frog with orange tipped fingers and toes. And they're just orderly going through each hors d'oeuvre as well as other like items such as cakes and stuff, and they're like mumbling to themselves in grung as they speak.
As you're kind of going along, kind of absent-mindedly making sure everything has its place and it's in its place, as you're going down, you bump into someone.
Oh, sorry.
And as you look up, because I'm assuming this is just a little guy.
It's just a little guy. Just a lad. Just a little guy.
As you look up, you see not I'd say like probably like 5'8" man. He's got like short but like a little bit slick back hair. He's kind of graying around the temples. And he's got crow's feet with these deep green eyes, and he looks down at you and he's like, "Well, is everything ready for my brother's big event?"
Yes. Of course it is.
Wonderful. I don't think we've met, and I've kind of been, well, organizing everything. Sorry. My name is Grayson Vale. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure.
And your name is?
Yabby.
Yabby. Pleasure's mine, of course. So is everything ready?
Yes.
Are we ready to start soon?
Everything is ready, and everything is almost in position to start. There's just a few more things waiting to be finished from the kitchen that need to be done in time. They are, of course, things that require it to be fresh from the oven.
Okay. All right. So long as if the way I see it, if the hors d'oeuvres are done, the entrees and everything can wait until the reception, which I'm sure you know the reception is going to be fairly exclusive.
Well, of course.
Wonderful. If you have any questions, of course, just let me know. Although not during the wedding, I'm kind of gonna be standing next to my brother.
Don't worry. There's going to be very little questions from me and my team.
Wonderful. Finally, someone that understands. Oh, you would not believe. Anyway, I bid you adieu. As he starts to walk away. Alrighty. And finally, we have someone who's kind of just who's through the gate already, who's through the line already, sort of just milling about, kind of just looking at the grandeur of everything, I would assume. As honestly, I forgot to describe the scene, because right now we are in a grand hall. The wedding ceremony, of course, is going to be out in the veranda overlooking the vineyards. But of course, the reception's very exclusive. We love exclusivity here, because I don't feel like voicing 100 NPCs. And then we see someone glancing at all the grandeur. Mina, would you please describe your character?
Yeah. So for everybody who's able to see her, you see a younger woman, about 5'9", long black hair that's kind of messy. Looks like it was like very hastily put up, like in a half up, half down bun and braid. Her skin is a muted green color, and her bottom lip kind of juts out a little bit with two small tusks. So she's a half orc. Her dress is in like the shades of blues with like galaxy prints on them. She also dons just a simple, like, kind of almost like a bandit mask, but it's not fully that, with the same kind of galaxy vibe to it. She definitely looks like she doesn't fill out the dress, so it looks like maybe it was, bought secondhand or handed down kind of situation. Um, the main thing that you can really notice with her is a very closed off stance, kind of arms crossed, kind of covering herself up a little bit, and her eyes are kind of squinting as she's looking around because she very much needs glasses but is not wearing them. And when she walks, you can tell that she never wears heels because she's like walks, stumbles, and almost breaks ankle, continues to walk. But she's very much trying to kind of get the vibe of everybody to see if she like what she could do to fit in. And I will post what she looks like into the photos because she does look very different from her actual portrait.
Ooh, that looks great.
I
We
kit bashed
love
the
it.
shit out of that. But yeah, there's Mina.
Hell yeah. Awesome. And as you're kind of like stumbling around and like looking awkward, very opulent. It's a very opulent dress, obviously not to outshine the bride, but
Yeah.
But it's a very opulent dress, and you do get a few looks here and there from onlookers, and as you're stumbling, you stumble over something.
Oh no.
Now, here's the thing. I have this running joke. Please roll me a strength check.
Oh God, I'm not good at those.
No, it's fine.
-1. That's a 3.
Incredible.
So, as you're stumbling around, you stumble over, and trying to catch your footing, you accidentally kick this halfling fellow.
Candy, no!
Thing. This is such a Mina thing. It's so
So you do this, and the first thing you hear is "son of a bitch." And you see
My
this little
boy!
halfling fellow.
My boy, no!
Do it. I'll explain the joke during your break time.
Yep.
But
Oh my God.
so this fellow turns around, and he's like 3 foot, like half your size. And he looks up and he's like, "What the hell?" And you see, like, he's got like this scruffy brown hair. He's clean shaven, got scruffy brown hair, and he's wearing kind of, it looks like a suit that's a little too dingy to be at a wedding. And he's like, I should be surprised. Why you gotta be kicking me, man?
I definitely feel like when like she does a stumble, obviously kicking this thing. You know how like whenever you kill something and it like loot table drops? That's just papers from her. She dropped a book and she was like, I'm so sorry. Oh God, this is not a great thing. I didn't mean it. Oh God, you're tiny. That's not what I mean. That's really rude. Oh God.
He kind of just
And she's like panic picking up her papers.
he kind of just brushes off his backside, And he bends down to pick up the book. And what book are you reading or carrying with you?
I was wondering if you would be okay with this.
I don't give a shit.
Because you stated that Lucian Vale or Val is a critically acclaimed author. With her and her love for books, I would like to be maybe carrying one of theirs. A little bit of like a
Wonderful.
fangirl moment.
Hashtag love that for you.
Yeah.
As he picks it up and he looks at it,
Yep.
it is a book named The Ring of Love and Death.
Okay.
And he looks at it and he's like, this is one of Lucian's books.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I if you'll be so kind, he hands you back the book.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Minx Hardums. I'm actually a close friend to Lucian, but mainly I do his like his editing and his I help with the publishing and everything. But so what can you tell me a little bit about how you come to like the Muertos Chronicles?
So definitely whenever he's like kind of speaking about like, oh, I'm like an editor, publisher, like kind of situation, like her eyes are just getting wider and wider. It's like full on starstruck moment as she is like, she takes back the book almost shaking at this point. Well, okay. So I'm a little bit of, a bookworm and everything like that, and I couldn't really find anything that I was really interesting or could pique my interest, as some of the writings of other books are just mediocre. But then I found their books, and it completely blown out of the water. I have been in love with them, and I was selfishly hoping to maybe get a signing, but that probably won't happen because that's not what you do at weddings. Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
But it's nice to know that there's a fan. Obviously, I'll be sure to pass on that I have had an encounter with one of his fans at.
Please don't bring up the fact that I kicked you.
I make no
God.
promises on that. Honestly,
Oh,
he just he seems honestly the last few months he's been so busy with this wedding. He's been ducking my calls. So I don't know. I got an invitation. I'm happy to be here to witness his big day, but I don't know how much of your time I'm going to get with him, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely, 100%. I think it's really, really cool what you guys do.
Well, thank you. We do appreciate that. If you excuse me, I must away here.
Yeah.
And he walks off. And as he walks off, you hear the sound of 3 bells as everyone looks towards the front and sees this very, very dressed to impressed fellow with kind of long blonde hair. He looks rather young. Not Mina. Nope, Belle. But not Belle. Belle. You'll recognize him as Gregor Kingsley. He's a man. Like I said, he's rather just mid-size, long blonde hair, but he carries himself like he sounds like, if everyone will please make their way to the veranda, we'll be starting the ceremony soon. And Belle, you kind of feel a hand tap your shoulder, and you see Bronson be like, "He also means us."
Understood, sir. Do we wait for everyone else to go out and then file in the back?
That sounds like the way we're supposed to do it. Once this is all over, if you're still looking for a job, I might just hire you on myself.
Well, that'd be very appreciated, sir.
Let's just get through this wedding without any casualties, huh?
Do our best.
And as everyone files their way into the wedding ceremony, the sun begins to set. There is lute and viol music playing as people make their way to their seats. And then once everyone is seated, you see the man of the hour, Lucian Vale. Now he's a younger man, looks to be in about his 30s. He's kind of got the same thing that his brother's got going on. It's slick back, just short black hair. He's wearing a very nice suit with just a nice light orange pocket square, and you can see that he's just nervous as all get out. And when everyone makes their way to the seats, the music starts to change into a wedding march kind of song. As you see, and as you stand up, you turn to see this wonderful woman being led by Elf Kingsley. Now she's shorter than most women, but she's wearing this flowing gown that trails behind probably like 10 feet. And she's got curly golden hair coming down to her shoulders. And once they get up to the altar, they take hands, and you see Alf comes around to officiate the wedding, and he says, part of me just wants to go, marriage!
Marriage is
Marriage!
100%. I was expecting it. Not gonna lie.
But he says, friends, family, and loved ones and citizens of Wendellwick, we are gathered here. Oh, I forgot the voice, but we're gathered here to witness me handing my daughter to this fine young lad who has made great strides to be a welcome member, not only of our family, but of our community as well. In order to keep it short and sweet, we're gonna go on to the couple's written vows. And they take each other's hands. And Lucian says, Eve, my muse, when I met you 15 years ago, I'll be honest, I didn't pay much heed. But the minute you opened your mouth and you looked into my eyes and said hello, I was enraptured by your beauty. You will forever be the one who speaks to my heart, the one that I will lay beside, not only at night, but even in the ground as we are laid bare. I love you, and I promise to be your husband until the day I die. And she speaks. Lucian, my love for you grows stronger than any grapevine in my vineyard. My love for you is stronger than any proof that I can make. Quit laughing. I'm trying to have a scene here. No, I'm just messing with you. You keep laughing. So, I promise to be yours forever. And even as we're here in front of all of our friends, family, and everyone, I'm reminded not only just how loved you are and loved I am, but also just how amazing everyone in our community is to have us be here for one night and to have our day together. I will love you until the day I die. Elf says, and now I present to you the rings. And you see the rings. Her ring is, it's not gaudy, but you can tell like some love and care was meant into choosing it. His ring is actually just a nice, simple golden band. And he says, Eve, with this ring I thee wed. Eve says, with this ring I thee wed. Now can we finally kiss, Dad? All right. And yay, celebration. They take each other's hands and run down the aisle. And Gregor stands up. And now, if you have been invited to the reception, we will now have our reception. Please follow the frog.
Hi.
You guys see Yabby at the end of the aisle, just kind of waving everyone down.
Follow me. Hops. Hops into the reception hall.
And yes, y'all need to stop.
We got jokes. We got jokes.
You guys see that you're all invited to the reception, just to save y'all time.
Yeah.
I mean, I should hope so. I'm working the gig.
Exactly. So, you guys are led down in the reception hall, and this is exclusive. There are a few like nondescript people who look to be just like noble people or people of like separate counties or stuff like that. But you see everyone, most people that you've met. Let's see. What's your name? Iras.
Iras, yeah.
As you make your way to the reception hall, your arm is grabbed, and you see actually the maid of honor. Now you saw her during the wedding, obviously, but she is a little taller than Eve. She's got short, just cropped black hair, dressed in a light orange gown. She looks at you and she's like, you know, I don't think I recognize you. Are you a friend of the family, or?
She let go of my arm.
Nope.
Kind of like motions with the other hand to point at the arm. Trying to sign language with only one hand.
Oh, you're one of. Okay. And she looks at you and she's like, I don't know. Are you just yes or no? Do you know personally the bride and groom?
And nod.
Well, I thought I knew everyone. It's a pleasure. My name is Penelope Lechi. And she kind of picks up on the fact that you're not going to talk. That's okay. That's okay. Well, we planned a lovely evening for everyone. So, if you'll just continue your way to the reception hall. I just wanted to stop, say hi, and figure out this nice, charming man that's looking a little out of place, if I do say. I'm sorry. I just had to say it.
There's just nods and understanding.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So happy. As you make your way to the reception hall. Now this is it's kind of you think like a lounge that's kind of just been repurposed into a reception hall. There's like a large center table that's able to seat everyone. And you see, looking around, there's not really that much hors d'oeuvres or anything like that, but Alf looks at no, who was talking to you? Shit. Grayson looks at you. The man that you, Grayson Vale, looks at you, and he's like, are the entrees ready?
Yes. They're
Wonderful,
ready
wonderful.
to be served.
Wonderful. Everyone, please have your seats. We will serve everyone, of course, and then there is the bride and groom shall take the first bites first. Obviously, not everyone can sit. Someone's working the floor. Someone's working the gig.
I'm making sure the food goes out.
But you guys do notice that you're kind of like, exactly. You guys are like kind of not shoulder to shoulder to everyone. I don't think the seating arrangement matters, if I'm being honest. Just know that Lucian and Eve are at the head of the table. And as the hors d'oeuvres come out, what are the entrees, please, Kat?
The entrees, we have like a little like kind of souffle like dish, which is why it needed to wait until it was served.
Otherwise, it's gonna like fall.
Otherwise it'd fall. Just like a nice like appetizer for the entree, like that comes out before everything else. And then it's like a nice like roast, but it doesn't have like the sauce on it. It's served on the side just so that way no sauce would spill upon the bride's dress. And served with roasted vegetables and freshly baked bread. Again, reason why the entrees had to wait, because cold bread, kind of boring. Hot bread, warm butter, perfect combination. And then it is served with a nice red wine. And Yabby is running the kitchen like a drill sergeant. Like, they are 4 foot nothing, and they have taken total command. They go, you have to make sure that the souffles all go out at the same time. At the same moment, at every single table. There cannot be a delay. If there is any sort of delay, I'm going to literally swallow you guys whole.
You see one of the chefs raise their hands. I'm sorry, there's only one table.
Doesn't matter. Every single guest needs to have a souffle.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Get it together.
As things start coming out, the wine starts pouring, and about like 3 minutes in, Lucian in his grand gestures, he stands up, he kind of tinks the glass like he needs to, apparently. And he says, friends, family, thank you for being here. We're honored to have you on this day, witnessing our nuptials. I pray that every day will be this fantastic from here on out. And to everyone here, He takes a drink of wine, lowers the glass, looks at the wine bottle, or the wine glass, and it seems like he cannot breathe. Seems like he cannot breathe as he's looking around the table wide-eyed. And it seems like no one is doing anything about anything. Until eventually he falls to the table. And and Eva's just like, oh, come on, sweetie, don't be dramatic, come on. And she keeps shaking him. She looks at him, and out of her mouth comes this blood-curdling scream. It's quite simple. Lucien Vale is dead.
Guys, what the
Everyone-
fuck?
Shite.
Everyone stands up. And it's Alf that says, stop. Everyone. And he looks around. You, frog.
Mm.
You, orc lady. You, troublemaker. And he looks around the entire room. And you, points at Belle. Come with me.
Ask a man to fish. He poisons the
Yeah,
water.
Mina does like. Mina goes, but as she's like, I'm really not getting that autograph now.
Teach a man to fish, and he poisons the fucking water.
Question is, do you all go willingly?
Yeah. Kind of have to.
Mina would.
Is Bronson
Mina
in the room?
100%.
I'm sorry?
Is Bronson here? Head of security.
Oh, yeah. He's actually sitting at the table.
I look at him, be like, gonna go with Mr. Kingsley. I don't think anyone should leave.
And then finally, I didn't hear an answer from Midas.
Just nod.
If he just wasn't going willingly, I was gonna go grab Dragon Ball.
I was gonna say, like, there's guards. They will. It wasn't a choice, to be fair. I am the DM.
Alright.
I am railroading you.
I am the DM, you do not get a choice. Get on this fucking train, idiot.
Well, we all
I
signed
was
up for murder mystery, so you know.
I was
Exactly.
over on the bench.
I was on the bench.
So he takes you out just to the hallway. It's not a looking at him, you can tell he's very serious about the way that he demeans himself. And he looks at you all, and he's just like, I have a room full of people that my daughter and her husband were incredibly close with. But then I have you four. I need you. I don't care if you tell me together. I don't care if you tell me separately. I need you all to tell me why I shouldn't just have you all arrested right now.
Well, sir, your son Gregor invited me to work security today.
He looks
And
you
I
up
have a
and
watchful eye of your head of security, Bronson, this whole time.
he kind of looks you up and down. He looks down. He's like, "Those are some mighty fine boots you're wearing."
Thank you, sir. Boots are the most important of anyone's equipment. Should be well kept.
You're right. I looks back at you. You say Gregor hired you.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Busy up in the field this morning.
Field.
It's one of your harvesters, sir.
If you don't mind me saying, you don't look to be a harvester.
Oh, currently I'm a security, so I wouldn't look the part of a harvester today.
Fair. Fair. What about you, Frog?
I was hired to be the caterer, and I am doing just that. I have made sure that everything was taste tested and made accordingly.
Are you saying my wine?
I am saying that it wasn't anything that I did, or anything that anything that I was hired to do, nor was it actually any of the staff that was employed underneath me, as far as I'm aware. I kept a close eye on every single one of them. We had a long list of allergies, don't you know? So therefore, I had to make sure that everything was perfect. The only thing that I could not control in that kitchen was the very wine that was served.
Two things. First, I don't remember hiring you.
No, but you hired my partner. And we own the same bakery together. My partner was swamped, you see. Sorry, I just saw Erica's face. I'm glad they caught it.
I should have taken an edible before we started. Just saying.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so glad they caught it,
Would have
though.
made this much more entertaining.
But my
I don't get it, and it's funny.
frog swamp.
Oh, bump, ba-dum, psh. Anyway.
My partner was swamped, you see. I came in
The second thing.
his stead.
Well, the second thing, I'll be honest with you, I don't take kindly to anyone accusing my wine of anything.
Oh, no. I was not accusing your wine. I'm just stating the obvious. Well, obvious to me, at least. That was the only thing that I could not control coming out of that kitchen. So I'm not accusing you. I am simply just making an observation.
You can see it kind of deflates a little bit, just. Right. You can see he can't deny those facts. Unless you're lying, which who knows?
I don't know. I can make a deception roll if you want. It's not gonna go well.
Nah, for sure. And then you, Miss Dressed to Impress.
She is not looking at anyone. It's like, autistic. Can't make eye contact. 100%. Well, Well, you see, I am a really, really huge fan of him. I would not kill my idol. I'm actually quite devastated at this moment. And she's even gonna hold up the book that, is of his writing.
Oh God, she's a fan.
I just enjoy the literature. He writes beautifully.
All right, nerd.
It's just a little like deflated at that. Just like, oh yeah, I am. God damn it, I can't fit in.
Looks you up and down and looks at the book. Huh. He's just like, unless you kind of see across his face, he's just like, unless she's like really good at acting, I don't think she could do anything.
I will say it is extremely clear. Yeah, it is extremely clear that like what she is wearing is like she wanted to do her best to fit in and still fucked that up. Like, he is a bundle of nerves and autism.
Love that for us. Finally, he looks at this tall, slim, but built gentleman. I recognize you from the line.
Gives a nod.
So, unless my question was forgotten by you, why on earth shouldn't I call the god?
Kind of signs to him. You told me to stay out of trouble, so I did. I kept my hands to myself.
He looks at you. He looks at you. Kind of looks around. Oh, she's hot. That's all I could think of. He kind of looks back at you, and he signs back to you. He's just like, "And how can I trust someone that can't speak for themselves?"
I mean, sorry, he's speaking for himself right now, isn't he?
I know that's.
He kind of moves his like coat down a bit, right near the side of his neck, and there's a scar for where a knife had pierced his vocal cords.
He kind of
So
signs
he
back.
signs back. I am.
Signs at you. Well, that explains it. Well, what the fuck? Taking everything I can to be just like, you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
You disrespected me.
Disrespect my family.
You disrespected my family. He kind of turns back towards the reception hall and opens the door. All right, none of you are leaving until we can figure this out. Bronson, come here. You see Bronson kind of gets up and just like, hup, 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 hup. Yes, sir. They're gonna need I really hate to say it, but we really just need outside help. They need everything. And I mean everything. He's just... Sir, you're kidding. These are just 4 random people. Right? But they're the only ones that I can't account for. So, I need you... He turns to you for him. I need you 4 to just... You're either going to help or you're going to stay out of trouble. I prefer if you help.
That's what you hired me for today, sir. So hope I shall.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
I
Nods.
get to live out one of my books. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my
It's gonna
god,
be a
this is
long
fun.
night.
She's a fucking
Oh, dear.
nerd.
Well, you never know. A nerd's perspective might help you figure things out.
Yeah, there's a nerd perspective, and then there's this. And this is not gonna help us.
I was
With
trying
that,
to
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
trying to be polite.
Ah, fuck being polite.
Fair enough.
We have a dead man that we have to clear our names of, and or help find find out who actually did it.
You can say that this author is a dead man who tells no more tales.
I fucking
I'm
hate
going
you.
to crawl
I've
through
been
my
waiting
your
for it.
screen and kill you IRL.
You okay? I know. I've been waiting for the dad joke the entire time.
You
If
were
you-
building up for that
Wake
for
your
so
child
long.
because of a dad joke.
I know it would be. So, with that affirmative, we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
All right, let me
because
put us into
I
the
need to eat
breaks.
food.
So we'll be back
Okay, we will see
in
everyone back.
10-15 minutes. Bye. For now. At least we should be
Hello.
back. I hope we're
Hopefully.
back. We're back. Let's go.
Woo.
We're back. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yay! Welcome back, everyone. Who have So I don't know how to kick this off.
We got accused for murder.
You got accused for murder, and now he's the guy is expecting you to help solve the murders, and he's just like, he turns to you all and he's like, well, if you're helping, I guess I don't know where to go from here. It's kind of my first murder and my estate, so you look like you're about to jump out of your pants. What do you say?
Well, typically you end up doing like, obviously like investigations, and you have to like talk to people and you do interrogations. Typically in a lot of like murder mysteries that I've read, it's always somebody that's like super close to the person because they have like a vendetta or jealousy. It's really cool. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, who would do that then? Go on. List your suspects.
Well, you obviously have to horribly enough look even into the wife, even though her scream was quite, well, it was persuasive. You still have to check into those. You have to check into like brothers and family, and things like that. But we might also need to learn a little bit more about our victim to understand his, I guess, placement to each and every single one of these people.
Okay. Each and every one of these people.
Question people to figure out.
Give us a list of people.
I'm just gonna like turn. What was there? There was it Grayson? Was that the name? Grayson. I'm trying to remember all the names that you stated. It's
Jason's
fucking
Mr.
bad.
Hill's brother. Eve is the newlywed
Yeah.
bride.
Grayson.
Mr. Kingsley here is the bride's father.
Yep.
Gregor is the bride's brother.
Yep. And then what was the
Uh,
halfling's name again? Real quick.
Minx Hardem.
Minx. Definitely Minx as well. Yeah. So Gregor. Oh gosh. Yeah. She's gonna start like listing all of the people that we have met. I did not catch the name though of Penelope.
Nope.
Did I at all see the grabbing of the arm thing or no? It's perfectly fine if I didn't.
Let's do a recursive perception check.
Okay.
Sign language, whatever that fucking person's name was.
Does
Okay.
anyone else understand?
No.
No.
I do.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
oh, thank God we have a translator. Elf doesn't have to follow you guys around.
It would be
I-
very funny.
I
though.
got a 16
That was
anyway.
why I cut in there when he was like, "Oh, he is talking to you."
I'd say yeah. You
Okay.
caught a notice of it.
Yeah. Whoever that woman was, pretty much most likely most of the bridal party. And yeah. Yeah. Just, she looks like she's like put on a stage to like do an entire speech in front of a kingdom right now.
We're going
Fair
to
enough.
need a
So,
quietish
Elf one.
room. Somewhere slightly
Elf.
isolated so we can actually ask questions but without yelling.
And you
Yeah.
don't want to. I guess it's a little late to worry about not causing a scene. What with
There's already a scene.
Motions to the room.
Lucy and
There's still a dead body just on
going
the
in the
table.
deceased.
Actually,
Perhaps we should get him out of there.
because before that happens, Yabby is actually going to go up to the body. Just
Wonderful.
walk up. They're just going.
So you walk up and you see Grayson and Eve both look at you like, "What are you doing? Who are you?" Well, not Grayson, but like,
saw me as the caterer. We've been accused as murderers. So, we're going to be fixing and at least trying to figure out that problem because that's a really bad thing to have for a business. So, just saying, it's a bad thing to have on a review of a business. So, you can go that way, please. I understand that this is your brother and you have a relationship with him, but I need to make sure that I can examine this body without people hovering over top of me.
Perhaps we should remove Mr. Vale from the room before we proceed with anything like this.
It's better to do it while it's fresh.
Yes, but perhaps we
Like
should
some off for supper.
perhaps we take into account the fact that there are a lot of people here.
Yeah, and every single one of them is going to want to know what actually happened to him. So, am I wrong?
You hear just a lot as Alf is looking at all of you. Well, mostly just the frog and and the guard just looking at you, and it's just. All right, here's what we'll do. We'll all retire to some chambers. Just everyone separate. Just let them do what they gotta do. And see, he's just kind of just pinching his temple, just like, Jesus.
Okay, well,
It's bad for business. But if the
don't worry, Mr. Kingsley. We'll figure this out real quick.
Everyone
Everyone
But-
can-
the longer
I
we
suppose it's a bit hard celebrating at this point.
Please, cat, speak.
the longer we wait, the more likely the poison or whatever it is killed him is going to be less and less detectable. So, therefore, I need time to work.
Alright. I'll leave you to it.
I should.
Can I take a look at the bottle that he poured into his glass before he...
I'm also
died?
looking at the bottle. I need that too.
You know, so I'm just gonna go up to the body and check for a pulse.
Surprise, he's not dead.
Murder mystery
I
over.
want to rule that out. I want to rule that out of the way. That it isn't fake. That he's actually fucking dead.
Just make a medicine check, please.
It's probably a good idea.
Anyone who wants to at this point.
Sure, I will.
That's a 13.
That
How
is a
crazy would it be?
16.
How crazy would I be if I just said he gets up?
He just gets up.
No, he's kind of doornail dead.
Mm.
With a 13, you can tell. With a 13, you can tell. Yes, it is because of some kind of poison.
I'm looking closer because I'm a grung and poison is my thing. I'm well versed in poisons.
Yep, he
Hey,
did.
there is...
Yeah, but he did.
You fucking dead, yeah.
So glad. Sure. Yeah, with the 16. Roll a nature check.
Nature check. Hold on, I gotta pull out my
Yeah.
character sheet. What the fuck is nature and how
no.
the fuck and how much
It's an
nature am I
intelligence
good?
roll.
Oh.
how much nature am I good at?
question.
That be a 19 there, dog.
Awesome. Great. So, yes, you can tell it's poison.
Yeah.
You can also tell this is actually poison. Why did it have to be you to do this? It is poison from... It is not a poison from a plant. It is poison from an insect.
Can I tell which insect it is?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Well, that narrows it down.
So you figured out he is in fact dead.
Yeah. Thank you, guy.
Thumbs up.
He died from poison from an insect. Unfortunately,
That's a bit interesting.
I can't tell which one.
I know that Bella's holding the bottle, correct? Want to make sure?
Yeah.
Mina is going to kind of go up. You might want to check if there is a what do they call them? Typically, they always have like a specific number to them, for what barrel they come from.
Vintage?
It's like a serial number in a way. They sometimes
The
have
fuck
them.
is a serial
You might be able to
number?
I'm trying to explain. Oh God. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's fine. We might be able to track it back to just see who maybe purchased it or something like that, or who was in handling of it. That's all I was trying to say.
We are on a vineyard. I would not expect them to be using someone else's line here.
No,
Pretty
I understand that, but I'm saying there's usually paperwork that provides us the understanding of who has touched the bottle and has handled the bottle. Now obviously there is a gap of obviously from the kitchen to here, but it provides us at least a before. Just a suggestion. Oh God, I'll stop talking. I immediately gonna go down. Oh God.
Sure, we'll take a look and see what we can glean from the bottle itself.
Make an investigation check.
Great.
I'm sorry, DM. I'm making your job so much harder.
It's fine.
That'll be a 19.
Man, y'all rolling pretty good. It's a bottle of wine. It is a vintage. It is a very, very old bottle of wine. In fact, the script is very fancy, like it was handwritten onto the label instead of pressed onto it. And it says Kingsley's Winery. And it gives a date. I don't have a calendar in this world. But it has to be at least 200 years old.
Oh, Mr. Kingsley broke out the really fancy stuff for this wedding.
Well, of course. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's not every day
Mm-mm.
the Empress gets married.
Now then. We know it was poison from an insect. We don't know which poison. Can I? Actually, how much wine is poured into that bottle?
Which wine is poured into the? Or
How much wine is in that bottle? How much is left?
I'd say it's probably about. I'd say it's probably only like a quarter gone.
Cool. I'm gonna pour myself a glass. I can't be poisoned.
It's fair.
I can't be poisoned.
Love
I'm
that
immune
for
to
you.
poison, and I'm resistant to it. Meaning, I'm trying to figure out the exact type of poison. Was it powder? Was it a liquid? How the poison was made. And I'm doing that via taste.
All right.
Apothecary Diaries, go!
God damn that show. I'll never be rid of it.
Yeah, and it's just a little bit of wine, just enough to taste it.
Okay. You
Because I'm gonna narrow this down. Yeah.
Awesome. You take a drink of wine from this vintage, and it tastes rather sweet. It tastes like it's been aged 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell it's fermented quite well.
Was the poison in the bottle or in the glass? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I should specify. Sorry.
Which glass did you use to drink from the bottle?
I'm drinking from a used glass, first of all. Just,
okay.
I'm doing the wine first.
Okay. All right. Love that for you. So yeah, you can tell that this is wine. Mm-hmm. Very, very nice, very rich. You can tell that the if you've had like any sort of like wine in any of your recipes, you can tell the quality's kind of gone down over the years a lot. But all in all, this wine is safe.
Cool. That tells me more things than you think. Okay, so it was specifically his glass that was poisoned. It was not the wine.
I suppose that makes sense if you're just trying to kill the guy instead of everyone at the dinner table.
Mm-hmm. But it was good to make sure, just in case. So, now that that's been established, and we know that it was an insect-based poison, now comes the fun part. Figuring out how it came together, we'll say. From the time that it left the kitchen and after I inspected it, to his hand in the table. There has to be witnesses to that. So, let's find some people.
Right, go find people, I guess. I don't know what people you're wanting.
So we have our, named individuals. But what Yabi is going to be doing is actually going to their staff, and going and finding them first, because they were one of the last contacts between the end and the murder. So she's going to them first. And they're gonna drag whoever... Dragging Shady Guy. And Belle.
Some Belle, okay.
I only have 2 hands.
Just by the ears, come on.
I have 2 hands and I'm small. What do you want from me?
Mina will 100% see you guys start walking away. Just oh shit! Oh, we're going somewhere.
Right.
Hey, we're heading more to that.
We need to talk to the kitchen staff before we start interrogating other people. They were some of the last contact between the dinner and the poisoning. So we need to go ask them some questions, because they're going to be seeing who handled what. Let's go.
Going to the kitchen, I'm assuming.
Yep. And it is Colonel Mustard in the kitchen.
into the kitchen.
with a knife.
I mean, it was technically in the dining room, but I understand.
Good job. Okay, fine.
Who set out the cups?
Who set up the cups?
Hey,
You kind of see this like brigade of like people just making the food and everything. And then you walk in with that authority, like you're like you know what you're doing, and you come in with that question: who set up the cups?
Who set up the cups?
And you see that that same like sous chef raise her hand and come forward, and she's just like that would be that would be Grayson, ma'am.
Okay. And who served the wine? Who took the wine from the kitchen and who served it? This is also a very important question.
I guess the other important question is which wine?
The 200-year vintage red that was supposed to pair with the roast. It's used in the toast.
I thought you knew that vintage that's not from the basic wine. That's from that's from Mr. Kingsley's personal personal collection.
Cool, because that's what got poisoned. So
I'm sorry.
That's what killed him.
Killed who?
there's been a murder.
There's been a murder in the building, which is why I'm asking about the wine.
None of y'all got to stay here, please and thank you.
Also, just stop cooking because there's no feast. It's done. No one's going to want dessert.
Okay. Not even. Okay.
The groom choking to death from poison is kind of a mood killer for any remaining festivities.
Oh yeah, it was the groom, by the way. The groom's dead. There's no cake cutting. The groom is dead.
I mean, to be
the
fair,
bread might still want cake.
I doubt it.
What? Okay. Well, if it makes you feel any better,
it doesn't.
All heads here were accounted for the past like 3 hours. We've been kind of slaving away.
I'm well aware.
The only person that's on staff that wasn't in here was you, ma'am.
Yes, I'm well aware, which is why I'm now investigating a murder.
Wonderful. So if we're to stop cooking, can we please have a break?
Of course.
Oh, thank God.
You guys should have asked for a break beforehand.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vale was running a really tight ship before you came along.
I'm well aware that he was, but you guys should ask for a break. You were gonna be cooking all day.
Thank you, Mom.
Stay here, obviously. But yeah, stop fucking cooking.
Okay, Mom.
Have a drink, not of the wine, but like have some water, have a little bit of the bread that's going cold because no one's going to be eating it, and have some of those souffles because gods, they are going to deflate. Doesn't matter. At this point, the groom's fucking dead. But God, is this bad for business?
I'd say.
Either way, have a break. Thank you. All right. Going. Okay.
An interesting little tidbit, isn't it?
It's a good
His
tidbit.
brother's the one putting out the blessings.
Well, then his brother is the one that we asked questions to next.
Can I? Who did not go to the ceremony of the people at the reception?
Everyone was at the ceremony.
Okay.
From what you can, well, yeah, I'd say everyone's at the ceremony from what you can recall.
Okay.
If he does not provide us the answers that we need, I do have a few tricks up my sleeve. But it's not killing. And I'm just gonna like awkwardly look over to Edith, like, I'm very intimidated. You look like you have killed men. Just wanted to put that out there and
Great, so you can torture people. That's good. That's good for business too.
oh no, it's not torture. It's not torture. It's mental things.
That's
still
still
torture.
torture.
I mean,
Anyways.
I need stuff with memories.
Okay,
It does
cool.
signs torture with extra steps.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go talk to Grayson.
Hey.
As you guys, excuse me, as you guys leave the hall, you see Bronson standing outside, and he's just like, "I'm here to
Enter.
evening. I'm just here to make sure you guys don't all, run off just in case one of you guys did,
I can't run in these shoes.
I hop. There's no running happening at any point.
Right.
Oh, sir, we were just talking to the kitchen staff about who was responsible for what was going out. Got some information. I had a question for you, sir. You said that security had been getting cut back. Who was in charge of those decisions?
I'd be Mr. Kingsley.
Hey, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, he's the one that, got a business to run. He's got to determine the budget.
Hey.
I mean, yeah, sure. His dad's a hard ass, for sure. But he does get the shit done.
True. Right. I would think the plan is to go talk to the other Mr. Vale.
Oh, let me take you to his chambers then.
Thank you, sir.
It leads you down this long corridor. Everyone just kind of make me a perception check.
Perception check.
Perception.
Perception check.
Nat fucking 20, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Oh yeah.
For a
Perception?
20.
Oh, damn. That's crazy because I got a nat 1.
Oh. Dirty 20 for
Okay.
me.
I got a 13.
Okay.
Not best.
So, for those of you that rolled above a 1, you can see that while the corridor is long, it looks rather empty, which is weird in some which is weird for an estate like this. Usually, you'd see monicums of wealth and whatnot. Um, for those that rolled above a 15, you can see that the stuff that is there looks on the from afar, it looks rather expensive, but as you kind of get closer, you see like scuffs and what look like just defects of like oil paintings and statues and whatnot. Um, and for the one that rolled a natural 20, you notice um, one plinth that doesn't have anything on top of it, but it looks like there's a lot of dust and then just a single circle where the dust doesn't reach, as if something has been moved from here recently.
I think it definitely takes her a few moments to like speak up, but she will kind of go, that's a little interesting. Um, Something looks like it was moved or taken.
Hmm. Noted.
Huh. You walk for a couple minutes before he leads you to a door, kind of gestures at you and says, "This is where Mr. Grayson has been staying for the wedding."
Great. Thanks, guy.
Of course. I want to see how you guys navigate this before I make any
You're
rash
welcome.
decisions.
You're welcome, citizen.
You're welcome, citizen.
Thank you, sir. If you're not minding me asking, is it just... I didn't see that many other people. Security. Was I the only one hired on today, or has to be more than just me?
We have a few that just make their patrols on the rounds. It was pretty much once they were done at the gate or at the door, they started their rounds. You were the only one scheduled to be on the floor, from what it seems.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Close.
Gonna take Mr. Green, Big Green and Suspicious, shove him forward and go, knock.
Is there any sounds from inside?
Make a, I hate to ask for another perception check from you.
Don't worry. I got it this time.
I really hope
I'm
so.
just kidding. I do not have that this time.
What'd you get?
I don't think you want this number.
I kind of want the number now.
Well, I don't want the number at least. That was a 1.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh. That's
Man,
that's
I really,
awful.
I really am using the fucking random dude. Nice.
Oh my God.
you put your ear up to the door to listen, and you hear nothing because you're putting your ear up against a door, a very thick door.
Oh, it must be soundproof. That's okay. Bum, bum, bum.
You knock. Thank you for not barging in. You see, you wait a couple seconds, and after a couple seconds, you see the door open, and you see you see Grayson in all of his he's still in the wedding attire and everything, but it's kind of like he loosened up the tie and kind of And he looks at you and he's just like, what do you want?
Evening, Mr. Grayson. We wanted to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
He opens up the door more. Sure, come in.
Thank you kindly.
I apologize. Obviously, it's a little hard on me.
A terrible tragedy, to be sure, sir.
You can see he's kind of just holding back tears. What kind of... He kind of just straightens up, trying to get whatever dignity he has. What kind of questions can I answer for you?
Well, we wanted to ask you a question about what you were doing on this fine day before the tragedy that has befall us.
Making sure everything ran smoothly, honestly. You know, he's my little brother, and I wanted his big day to be perfect. It was my little brother. So I guess I woke up today making sure everything was in its place. I did. I helped young. I helped the kitchen with making sure everything was good on the hors d'oeuvres, and I had a small conversation with Yabby here, and then we did the wedding, and
You took care of the wine, yeah?
I didn't. I
Took care of setting up the glassware.
yes, I set the reception table. Yes, I needed to make sure everything was perfect. That
How long did you stay in the reception area? Setting things up.
I don't know. It was probably from early morning to midday.
And was anyone else inside the reception hall when you were setting up besides the kitchen staff?
No, it was just me. I don't even think any of the kids. I'm sorry. Why are you asking me these questions?
Because
We're trying to get our facts straight to make sure everything is. We don't want to. We don't want the wrong person to go punished for this horrible deed. So we're trying to get as much information as we can, sir.
Am I? You see him get visibly like shook. I really hope you're not implying that I would kill my own brother.
no, we're not
Personally,
implying
sir,
that.
no. No one's implying anything. We're just trying to make sure everyone's whereabouts are accounted for and that everyone's story lines up with what they're telling us.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, the only time that I haven't been under anyone's gaze is when I was setting up the reception hall. Besides that, I've been intermingling with the help. No offense.
None taken.
I can ensure that is your memory. If you are okay with that.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Just so that obviously you don't have to worry about us thinking of you of anything in a negative tone. I can go ahead and look at your thoughts and then pull them out and put them in front of all of us.
I think that'll be a persuasion roll.
Yep, I figured. I'm not great at these, so that is a 14. So not great, but not horrible.
It's all right with you. I trust my memory quite well.
You got it.
I get an insight check.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can I also get an insight check?
I'm gonna. Can I get a sus check on this?
Yeah, I would like to roll to suss.
Suss it out.
Some... 24.
10.
Jesus. Abby, yeah, you know he talked to you earlier today.
Yep.
So if that's true, everything must be true. You can, so you can tell he's kind of. It looks like when he was talking about like everything and going through his day, he kind of there was a slight moment where you saw his eyes dart towards Bronson and then back to you guys. There is a feeling that while he is telling the truth, it might not be the whole truth.
A sign, and you are sure that you were the only one in the room.
Hold on.
I'll use
like I can try.
Bell as my translator.
Yeah.
He signed. Wait. What did you say?
And you're sure that you are the only one who was in the room at the time.
He signs back. Absolutely positive.
Insight check.
Rolling off of your 25, yes, he is absolutely certain that it's.
So he's leaving something up, but it's not that. It's not that he was alone in the dining room.
I wish there was a channel I'll talk in that I could. Someone be.
To be fair, I'm not looking at any other channels. I'm looking at the voice chat channel, and that's it. Okay. If you guys want to discuss, please take your time. I will also hold on. Let me put on Do Not Disturb so I don't get notifications.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
I don't know where even to put that. Kat, where would you be comfortable with us putting this type of stuff at?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, sorry. I don't want to mess with your stuff.
Cats.
Well, since Cat's technically not allowed in the free speech.
No, I'm not allowed there.
Cat in the free speech. Would you do that? Theories and speculations?
Why don't you just put it?
We can do it.
Why don't we just put it in the question corner?
Question corner. There it is.
I will do my best not to do the instinctual thing of see white, click on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, what's this button do?
What did it do?
What are y'all doing? I'm sorry. I lost track.
Where did you get the glasses?
From the from the kitchen.
Okay. But who specifically had said to put what where?
it's him.
Oh,
What specific glasses do we put where?
I'll have you know that I am a gentleman of fine taste. I know how to set a table.
Real quick, while this is happening, I would like to try to stealthily do something.
Go for it.
I
I'm
would
here for
like
it.
to behind my back, like, just kind of standing there, like, arms like naturally behind the back. I would like to cast clairvoyance onto the wall behind me.
Okay.
It allows me for 10 minutes to be able to listen back into this, and it is completely unseen, unless obviously he does like a detect magic thing or something like that. Yeah, it's just gonna take me 10 minutes to do, so we just have to keep him talking for 10 fucking more minutes.
Annoy him for 10 minutes? You know what? Let's
annoy him
go.
for 10 more fucking minutes, guys, please. But to do this kind of stealthily, do you want me to roll a stealth check and such, or
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I'll say it's a stealth against his arcana, which is I didn't make a character sheet for this guy.
It's
I didn't
fine.
make a
Just
character sheet for anybody. Just yeah.
yep. Okay.
So I really
I
hate to say this. You have
got
to
a nat
beat an
20.
18.
Oh, I got a 19.
Well, there you go.
Now to just
I-
figure
I-
out how to distract her for 10 minutes.
Yeah, funny enough, I did roll an 18, but I have a +1 to
Love that.
so, hey,
Love that
we're here
so
for
much.
it. We're here for it. I will if somebody's standing next to me and while they're kind of like signing and talking back and forth kind of situation, I will make mention that I need distraction for about 10 minutes, please. Just keep like my hands just keep moving behind me.
We skip the awkwardness of just like
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, any other questions we want to ask? Please ask questions.
This is going to seem kind of random, but is there a place either on the property or somewhere else that holds and or houses insects?
I feel I'm inclined to ask why.
I'm hungry.
Fucking valid.
Fair. Fair and valid.
I can't eat what you
Um,
have.
As far as like an atrium for insects, no, I don't think there is any. I think maybe the conservatory might have some.
A conservatory. Okay. Also random question. This is just for like research purposes, just because the wine was quite tasty and would make for great meat pies and things used inside. Is there obviously we want to keep doing business with you, but I am curious if there is any sort of particular insect that deals with the wine that could damage harvest, so that way we know which vintage and generations of wine to skip for the best case scenario.
Typically most bugs like to eat away at the vines, but if I can be honest with you, it kind of leans in a little bit. He's like, if I could be honest with you, this wine stuff kind of goes over my head. I'm just Lucien's brother. We grew up hundreds of miles from here, and
Fair. I just was curious. I wasn't sure if it ran in the family or not. Is there something that you do, though? Maybe once this is all said and done, we can strike a business endeavor together.
I highly doubt that.
Is it because I'm a
I guess there's no
frog?
easy way to say. Well, I am a taxidermist, so
Hmm. Eh.
Yes. And
And?
well, you would ask me what I do, and
Taxidermy is a very valid
I'll be
thing.
honest. I'll be honest. The bodies for taxidermists get kind of stuffy and dead.
Eh. The best kind of party, actually.
Yes, one person.
So, that's fine. Wanted to ask, but that is fair. I'm distracting for 10 minutes.
Must
I'll
be a
say,
tough crowd.
I'll say
tough
10 minutes has
crowd,
passed.
Thank
I'll
God.
say 10 minutes has passed. Please, just, except at this point, he's just like, if you don't mind, I'd
Oh, yes,
how do I
yes.
say it?
We'll let you
I'd like
be.
to greet you.
Yeah, yes. Go ahead. That's fine.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Bell. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Sorry about your
We'll do
brother.
our best to make sure.
Sorry, your brother died.
Sorry
We
about your
see some
brother.
justice.
I do appreciate it. Thank you. Where and he kind of just like ushers you out.
Oh. That was an enlightening conversation now, wasn't it? A taxidermist.
Indeed.
Real interesting, that.
I'm gonna go deaf for about 10 minutes. Okay, bye. And just instantly go to listen in on the room.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, all right, we'll drag her along, make sure she doesn't get lost.
For ease for you, Dalton, I'm just listening for if anything gets stated that would be, I'm gonna say incriminating but suspicious. That's all.
A lot of
And if there's
crying.
not, yeah, I
So
kind
much
of
crying.
figured. That's why I was like, you don't have to really RP that out.
No,
Yeah.
it's a lot of crying. You do hear, you do hear, even towards the end of the 10 minutes, you hear, why'd you have to be so stupid?
Mina's eyes just light up like, oh. Continue on with conversations during that. I didn't want to take that away from you guys.
is the head guard still here?
Bronson, yeah.
It was
Sticking
Bronson.
with us, yeah.
Bronson's kind of your
Escort, making
Yes.
sure we don't go wandering away too far.
Does Bronson speak sign language? Is that the real question?
Sure does, buddy.
God damn it!
It can be
Would it help you and behoove you if he didn't? Is my question.
Yes.
Okay.
What
he
other
doesn't.
languages do you speak?
Okay, cool.
None.
Okay, cool.
One speaks none.
Well, then I'm going to sign to Bell about what I picked up between Gregor and Boston, or whatever his name is.
Grayson and Bronson.
Yeah,
Grayson
those
and
two.
Watson.
Okay. You realize you're just standing outside of Grayson's room right now.
I thought we were walking away.
I'm walking away.
Where are you guys walking to?
I'm going
Gotta
to
have
the
a destination.
conservatory.
Conservatory.
Oh, the frog.
Frog.
Oh,
Right.
the frog. The frog seems to know up.
Okay.
Perhaps. The conservatory seems like a good place to Look.
It definitely wasn't telling us the whole truth.
I'm also looking for anyone else specifically who might be hovering around looking odd other than us.
Well, everyone else, so the other people who got named were Minx Hardam, the editor. Penelope, I did not catch the last name, but a maid of honor for the wedding, who accosted
Ishad,
Yishad.
something like that.
We got Eve Kingsley, Gregor Kingsley, Bronson, and Alf Kingsley as well.
Let's look for one of the names. Is there names
Or
on the
going
way
to
to?
conservatory, going different names.
I'm just wondering if there's anyone with names on the way to the conservatory.
No.
Okay.
It seems Alf was really specific about being like, everyone go somewhere else. Have your be somewhere else.
Don't be here.
Don't be here.
The party's still happening. Yeah.
Cool.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Exactly.
The frog is going to the conservatory just to specifically look at very specific insects. I want to point this out because the frog wants to figure out the exact kind of poison that was used.
Awesome.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And how
Best
it
one to figure
was
it out, probably.
poisoned.
Okay, I think at this point we will say if you want to split the party or do your own things. Hopefully to speed things along.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'll go talk to the Minx.
Thanks.
Frog wants to talk to Eve after the conservatory, by the way.
Frog wants to talk to Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk to Eve too. So
You and I!
cool with me being with you.
Let's go! Wizard power!
Okay.
Let's go, wizard!
I just wanted to make sure
Okay.
you were good with it.
Let's go, wizards!
All right. Belle, I gave them the option to, if they wanted to split the party to hopefully help speed things along.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do for you?
I guess I'll stick with Belle.
Okay.
I don't know.
Belle's going to talk to the little guy.
editor.
All right, let's go mug an editor.
All right. So who are we starting with?
We can go first if that makes things easy.
Sure. Yeah.
I just live to make Dalton's life
Okay.
difficult.
That's fine. Honestly, it's fine. I'm just laughing because that's the fourth 18 in a row that I've rolled.
Ooh.
So we're gonna start with we'll start with the Team Frog.
Frog.
Team Frog it is.
I'm sorry. We said we would start with Belle and Ines.
I can go with
It's
Team Frog.
your-
You
yeah,
said
it's
Team
your
Frog.
choice.
Team Frog. Team Frog.
There you go.
Okay,
There's
Team Frog.
there's a choice for you.
Team Frog it is!
I'm feeling a little out of place being the only one not green here.
But they were all green except
Green tea!
It's the diversity hire.
Okay, so Team Frog.
Too bad.
Team Frog.
So, which is amazing because the conservatory is actually before. Anyway, so he leads you to the conservatory.
Mhm.
You said you wanted to visit the conservatory.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if it's all right with you, I'm just gonna hang back. I guess.
That's fine with me. Off of a glance, what kind of is there insects here? Just gotta
Off of a glance.
off of a glance.
What's your passive perception? You know what? You're a frog. Yes, bugs.
I'm a frog. That's all I got. To be fair, I'm trying to look at it on my phone, and my passive perception is a 14.
Okay, sure. Yes, bugs.
Bugs.
Bug.
And due to my vast fascination and study and hobby of insects and bugs, what, off of a glance, can I tell what sort of bugs are here? Are there venomous, poisonous, and or otherwise bugs?
There are and or otherwise bugs, maybe venomous, maybe poisonous. It's a lot of bugs.
I want the specifics.
Are you in the outside of the conservatory?
Oh no, I'm going inside.
Okay. Thank you. I can work with that.
Yabby was just pressed against the window, just looking in. These poor bugs that were like, "Oh God, death is here."
Your god has arrived.
The eyes are going different directions. They're like, "Oh shit!"
As you enter the conservatory.
Yeah.
As soon as you open the door, you hear the hum of just a lot of wings
Mhm.
and other things beating
Mm-hmm.
and kind of standing in the center looking around. You're able to see a lot of bugs. There's
Yeah.
like your dragonflies and your butterflies and your moths. The moths are kind of up at the top because that's where the light is.
Mm-hmm.
But as the moon is starting to glow through the conservatory and into this greenhouse type building, you see a lone figure sitting in a light orange dress. She's just sitting there crying.
Eve, I take it. Or is it Penelope?
No. Is the Penelope of Penn.
Oh. I didn't realize this was occupied.
She kind of looks up with tears still streaming down her face. You're the frog lady.
I am the frog, not a lady.
Sorry. Honestly, I just figured anyone who ran as tight of a ship as you. You're the one that's gonna. You're the ones that are gonna figure out who killed Lucian. Yes.
Well, gonna try. You seem awfully distraught about this.
It's a long story.
Well, we have time. Do you mind if...
It kind of can't leave.
Just turns very slowly, looks over their shoulder at Mina.
Sorry. We have to talk after. Okay, sorry. I'll shut up.
Slowly turns back to Penelope. I was going to say.
It's a long.
I'm willing to listen, if you let us.
Well, I say it's a long story, but in fact, it's only long because it's over a long span of time and not long in length. It's I've known Lucian since we were kids. I used to play in the yard with Grayson, and he'd be being that typical little brother and bouncing all over the place. Kind of found that cute at first, and he really started to grow on me. He the week before he met Eve, he had told me he was going to marry me.
And then,
I guess, how could I compete?
well, as pretty as she is, I think you still would have been able to compete pretty good. You're pretty, too. And also you have the added advantage of knowing him.
Mm-hmm.
You can speak now. It's okay.
I was just gonna state that I did agree with what you're saying. She is quite beautiful.
That's mighty generous of you, but Eve is my best friend, and I just, for her, I thought I could just put everything aside, and I don't know, everything kind of just, this is a high stress day for that kind of situation.
It is. Yabby will just kind of like walk over, and then sit beside Penelope. And very, 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 very carefully pull up their sleeve and start rubbing her on the back.
Oh.
There.
There.
It's a tough time. I would like to insight check.
Valid.
It's a tough time.
Sorry. I have to ask why?
Oh no, I'm just vibe checking. So the entire conversation.
Sure, yeah. Go for it.
Nice. That's my insight. Where did it go? Us. That'd be 17.
I don't want to do this. What she's saying is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of suss that out. You can suss out when she's talking about her past with Lucian. She speaks more in admiration, but as soon as she starts talking about Eve, there's just a small sense of bitterness and malice in her voice.
How long have you known Eve for? Just out of curiosity.
Probably a little less than 15 years. We met probably like a week after Lucy and I met her.
That's a pretty long time. It took him a long time, too, to finally propose. Yes?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think he was always talking about finally closing the chapter on the Muertos Chronicles, and then he would pop the question. But in earnest, I don't know why he waited so long.
It's a good
I do
thing.
have a weird question.
Go for
For DM and stuff like that.
Sure.
In the books themselves, because this is sometimes a trope that happens, so I'm just asking, is there anything similar in his literature that has happened here? If I need to make a roll, I absolutely will. I just
I don't. I'll say you can make a history check, and while you do that,
yep, just letting you know I have a +10.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
While you do that, let's talk to Belanitas.
Oh, we're on our way to Minx.
Minx.
The editor.
Right. Okay.
I think during this quiet period where Bronson is accompanying the others, perhaps now is when I get filled in on the details.
Those
What do we want to ask?
Those two are hiding something. They weren't telling the full truth when we
Grayson?
talked to Gregor. Or yeah.
And who? Bronson?
Yeah, between those two.
Interesting.
He had at some point during the conversation had glanced over at him as if unsure.
So he left something out of what he was telling us. Interesting.
I wonder if he didn't actually get his glass from the kitchen staff.
That's a great question. I wonder if Mina heard anything interesting. Well, we were.
Sorry?
I said I wonder if Mina heard anything interesting from the magic she did.
Hard telling on one. Because Bronson leads you to this grand set of double doors, and he pushes the doors open. You see grand library filled with books, and wouldn't you know it, books.
That does seem appropriate for a library.
Sure does. Most of the candles have dimmed because open flame or unattended open flames in a library are not a good idea.
No, it tends to be a poor decision.
The only candlelight is coming from a lone table where you see a very diminutive man looking over papers.
Can I catch a glimpse of what he's looking at before he notices?
Make a stealth check.
Can I also do this?
Sure, why not?
Going to be a 25
Stealth, you said?
for me.
It's a 30. With a natural 20.
Oh, I only got a
why
17.
did you do that?
I can't wait for the rolls tomorrow, guys. They're gonna be so good.
It's gonna be great for you guys. Good thing I'm not
Use
part of
up
that
all
one.
your motherfucking luck, bitches. Do it.
So, he's looking over a manuscript. It's looking, it's looking as though, he's looking over a manuscript. It looks to be, you see words like kill and murder and die. um, I'll say yes. You see, also on this table is just outside of the candlelight is more manuscripts. Seeming to be about the same size, seeming to be in the same handwriting. What do? I'm sorry. That's
Did he
about
take-
all.
Did this motherfucker take inspiration from his friend's death to write a book?
Or perhaps his friend was pre-writing a book about a murder mystery. Who would have known?
Good evening, Mr. Hardam.
Jesus! What are y'all? I don't really know how to scare the shit out of someone.
Oh, I introduced myself, did I not? Brought attention to me. Mr. Hardam, we're here tonight to discuss a couple things with you. However, we'll leave you in peace. Just got to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure. I'm an open book, so to speak. Nope, that's not the voice I wanted, but
We're here now.
that's not my halfling voice.
Yeah, what's your halfling voice?
Well,
There you go.
I'm
An
an
open
open
book?
book, so to speak. Yeah.
That is appropriate considering where we are at the moment, is it not?
I guess it is.
Mr. Hardam, we'd like to ask you some questions about your whereabouts today and what you were doing around the start of the wedding, before the wedding, after the wedding.
Well, the start of the wedding. What did I do? Well, start of the wedding. I woke up. I came probably about midday, and I came probably here probably about midday, and me and Lucian talked for a little bit, and told me I had to leave and wait for all the other guests to arrive and come in through the gate. But I'll be part of the reception dinner. Right before the wedding, I got my ass kicked by some lady in a dress and high heels. Um, during this ceremony, I was in the front row, and then obviously after the ceremony, we were in the reception hall.
Did anything odd happen to you today, besides from Lucian telling you to wait for everyone else to get here?
I wouldn't even say that's odd. Um, Besides getting my ass kicked, yeah. Uh, let's see. It is kind of weird because usually like he gets mad at me like while we're talking, but it seemed like he was mad before we started talking, as if like he wasn't even mad at me. But
It's quite odd, especially from what. Any ideas why? You have to have something.
um, n- uh, no.
Nothing at all, Mr. Hardam. That's too bad. It's really unfortunate. It could really help if you could think of any possible reasons why he might be a little antsy. I guess it is a wedding day, is it not?
Right? Yes. That's it. That's it. He had the wedding jitters, and he just wanted everything to go well, and like he couldn't really rely on anyone else, so he had to.
Well, why couldn't he rely on anybody else? His brother was here. You
Uh,
came here to help him out.
oh, I didn't come here to help him. Uh, I I really hate to say this, but I feel like I need to have some kind of representation while I'm here.
Man needs a lawyer.
Okay.
Would like to
I'd like.
insight, Mr. Hardam.
No, this is gonna sound crazy. Can I sit
Roll.
down with him
Okay.
and act as
Okay.
his representation?
Well,
You can make an insight check, please, Paul. And you just please inform me as to how you're going to go about doing this.
18.
15. Oh, he's not telling a lot of things.
Or he like nods, like, okay, sign to him and everything. It's like I can represent you in here. I'm a lawyer.
Isn't that nice? My friend Nishad here is a lawyer. He's willing to represent you if you need the assistance. You can have a nice dialogue back and forth and won't say anything too suspicious or accidentally say anything we don't mean.
Roll me another insight check, please, pal.
19.
So you get about the same thing, except for when you say the name Edith, his eyes get a little bit wider. And he kind of scooches his chair a little bit away from him. If it's all right with you, I don't think I need that kind of representation.
You don't need representation? Well, that makes things real easy. We can just chat then ourselves. Can't we now? Minx. Perhaps you'd like to tell me why you're... Perhaps you'd like to tell me why all these manuscripts you have all around you say things like kill, murder, dead. Seems a little odd to have spread out in front of you while you're at a wedding reception where the groom was murdered.
Yes. Please roll me an intimidation roll.
An intimidation?
Yes, please.
Okay, I did ask you a question. If we
I am well aware.
Okay, cool. It's a 17.
Okay, what was the question you asked, Belle?
Look at your DMs.
No, not you, Belle.
Oh, wrong bell. Fuck.
I asked a question of, it's a little odd that you're sitting here by yourself with all these manuscripts in front of you saying things like death, murder, killed. You're at a wedding where the groom has just been murdered. I think we need to have a nice chat.
And you see him just deflate. These manuscripts are my manuscripts. We Lucian and I had an arrangement where I would write the stories. He would mark them, and I would get some of the credit, I thought, and then that didn't happen. And like they're these stories are so stupid, they're not intricate at all. These manuscripts are so these manuscripts they're just so on the nose. It's like there's like I put a lot of time and effort into coming up with these like murders and like how I would do them and how I would get away with them, which I didn't do it, by the way. I didn't do it, but how I would do them and how I would get away with them. And then he just goes and makes the most obvious thing, and it's just like why? So like I got mad, and then I hired a professional hitman.
I'm sorry, you did what?
Just casually stroll up behind him, drag my hand across his shoulder, just like there's signs to him. Would you like to repeat that?
I wanted him
You
dead.
know, I want him dead.
But I didn't do it.
Gonna have a real hard time convincing people that you didn't. So why don't you tell me everything?
I mean, I just did. I mean, I didn't do it. I mean, if I was gonna murder my friend, it wouldn't be on his wedding day. I'd have hired someone else to do it. And I did hire someone else to do it.
Who
Did you
did you
do it?
hire?
He looks at Edith. Did you do it?
Gonna judge Bell's reaction first.
The Belle's face has gone like stone cold, still expressionless ever since Mink said, hired a hitman, and has not budged, regardless of what has been said. So you're welcome to roll an insight into me to see if you can glean whether or not she's suspicious of you or not. But
Yeah, you know what? I think I will actually do that.
And the Bell make the appropriate check. If you wish.
14.
Belle's expression is really hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
It's locked down real tight. There's a glance to Shad as Minx asks that question, and an eyebrow raise as a question of her own is like, well, did you?
Shakes his head.
All right.
Saved me a whole lot of money.
Pulls out, reaches into his pocket, pulls out the contract, lays it on the table in front of him, points all the way down to the bed, to the bottom, with a confidentiality clause, which is punishable by death, mind you. And just taps it.
Second murder at the party.
He just looks at you and he's like, you can keep the money.
You see, Minx, there's a bit of a problem now. Because my friend here says he didn't do it. So, and you appear to be in breach of contract. Now, second murder at a wedding would be real unfortunate. So
Right.
I think let me ask you this, Minx. If I told you that he got killed because his glass of wine was poisoned, not the bottle of wine, but the glass, who would you think did it?
I mean, anyone that read that sham of a novel.
Let's say they don't have the artist's eye that you do.
Well, that's just it. Anyway, I mean, it's the perfect. It'd be the perfect crime. Like it'd be recreating almost everything I wrote in that book.
Did you write in that book?
This this detective Ronnie Muertos, he gets invited to a wedding. He gets invited to a wedding. It's some sort of rich heiress along with some down home boy that clawed, quote unquote clawed his way up to the tippy top, and then Well, in my version, the death was a lot more intricate. Um, but in the version that Lucian wanted to write, he was just simply poisoned by someone who he stole his work from. That's so stupid.
So, like yourself, in his version of it, it who poisoned him in your version of it? I wonder.
Uh, uh, the father-in-law.
I see.
And he wasn't poisoned. Poison is just so ineloquent. So basically, what the father-in-law had done, he'd rigged up a contraption. He'd rigged up a contraption inside of the wedding band that the husband had that injected venom into the victim. It's a lot better than drinking from a poison cup. Like,
Sean, how would you have killed him?
how would I, like, personally, how would I have killed my friend?
No, not you. I'm looking at.
Kind of moves his hand off of his shoulder, and a knife kind of slips out from his sleeve into his hand and just places it on the table.
Makes
Jesus.
a lot of sense. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Makes it nice and quick. If you're surprised by this, you did hire him.
Put the knife back in the sleeve.
Now the question remains. You had a really good reason to want him dead. I'm sure there's plenty of other people who were not fond of Mr. Lucian, Mr. Vale.
I mean, he had dealings all around the place. Like, he is like, I don't know. Admittedly, before he came to talk to me, I heard him yelling with someone.
Who was he yelling about with?
I didn't see him. All I heard was him. All I heard was someone shouting, "But she's mine," and I kind of tune out after that. That's kind of a misogynistic, chauvinistic thing to worry about.
Interesting. Well,
Kind of signs, male or female.
He signs back, male.
well, a lover's quarrel, perhaps.
Tale as old as time, as they say.
That's interesting, though. That's real interesting.
So, we're gonna jump back to the conservatory with the crying woman.
There.
For my history check, by the way, this was before bells. I also got a 30
Oh,
with a nat 20.
hey, love that for you.
That's why I was like
Plus
freaking out.
10, baby.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the fuck? Whenever Belle ended up saying that, I was like, what?
That's amazing. I honestly I love that for you. So in all of his novels, the closest or it's like dead on. Like it was honestly the finale of the Muertos Chronicles. It was the Ring of Love and Death. Obviously,
The one that I have.
the one that you have, in which the groom is killed by poison by an old business venture, a business partner of his, for stealing ideas.
He just like Yabby is just like comforting this woman, like insight checking, all this kind of stuff. Mina just goes, oh, rips out the book and just starts like flying through the pages, like trying to find it.
Penelope kind of puts her hand on your arm and just like, can you keep the page turning down? I want to listen to the books.
Do you have a favorite bug?
Yes, of course. My favorite is the horned yellow skipper, and it is so great. Now you got to be careful because it's very venomous, so you always have to wear gloves when you're around it. But it is great. There's not a lot here, unfortunately. They stopped using them in the vineyards when I told them that it was not the best thing for the vines. But I'm sure they probably kept like a couple. I honestly don't know, but I have a favorite bug.
Everyone does, and that is a good thing. Now, you said that they stopped using them, and are there any in here?
There might be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept a few of them in here when I said that there weren't any left.
And excuse this train of thought, but is there anyone else who would know that this is about this particular kind of bug? Other than you and me, obviously.
Anyone willing to listen? Honestly, I could go on and on. Eve keeps telling me that I really shouldn't because it weirds people out. But I tell her like, "Hey, I'm an entomologist. Like, it's kind of my thing.
Too.
Like, it's really. I thought you were a baker.
I'm multifaceted. I'm a baker part-time for the most part, but I am an entomologist as a main hobby. Hi, Elizabeth.
Cat says hi.
Sorry. As soon as you looked over, I was like, she's there. She's lurking. Multifaceted frog. But Eve would listen, yeah? To your...
Oh, yeah. She whether she liked it or not, if I'm being honest.
Well, that's a good thing. Everyone needs needs someone who will listen. I really like Atlas moths.
They're so amazing, and they're huge. We don't have any here. They started eating away at the vines, and we couldn't keep them around anymore.
No. But I know that if you go east around springtime, you'll be able to catch a few.
I will take that tip.
Now, you are sufficiently dried of tears.
Yeah, I kind of get going on bugs and I forget everything that goes on.
It's okay, kindred spirit. So.
You and I are safe. Same.
Same. But I think perhaps that getting some water might be a good course of action.
Probably.
And then going and either joining Eve or even one of the others. They'll need a little bit of comfort too.
I'll probably see what Grayson's up to. He did just lose his brother.
We did just
as
pay
much
him
as
a
I care for
visit.
Eve right now. As much as I care for Eve, I've known Grayson for a whole lot longer.
I think he would like some comfort too. And Gabby will reach into their cloak again with their like hand covered and pull out like a little business card. And it is
both of her hands.
and it's for like the bakery, but they kind of like do this kind of gesture and like if you flip it over, it also has my other contact information. Then we can talk bugs.
Thank you. Sincerely.
You're welcome. Okay, nerd. Let's go.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait until obviously we're out of, you know, nobody can hear us kind of situation. So two things. For one, in this book, it's actually written by Lucian.
Yeah.
This murder is actually kind of foretelling. It was actually poisoned though in a ring. And it was done by a business partner that was
Correction.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Correction. It was poisoning through a wine goblet.
Wine goblet. Okay, sorry. I heard the ring earlier and I went ring. I retcon that part. Yeah, it was poisoned within a wine goblet, and it was done by a business partner that the guy who died was stealing the ideas from. But on top of that as well, I may or may not have been listening in on Grayson's room after we left, and there was a lot of crying. But before everything could stop, he stated that Lucian, how could he be so stupid? Yeah.
Well,
So
that's good information to have. Keep a listen.
I kind of can't anymore, but anywhere else we go, I can try as long as we have 10 minutes of conversation.
No. Out of character, I will say you can technically place clairvoyance anywhere you've been without having to.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yes.
Okay, my apologies.
It's a neat spell.
Yeah, I actually had no clue about that. Thank you for letting me know. Retcon then what I stated. Do you want me to try to redo it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna start to like reinvigorate it in the room.
Okay. Now we are going to go talk to the wife, the bride.
Yeah.
Or perhaps should encounter other victims and see what they found.
Yeah.
First, before we address the wife. We still have a couple more people that we need to lay a little bit of suspicions
I
off of.
might want to go speak to Minx, just because of the story. Minx is a business partner. It was his publisher and his editor, and things like that. So he might know something. I don't know.
Well,
We've been learning a lot from Minx.
Yeah, she doesn't know that yet, so we're gonna run into you guys.
let's go. Very well. That could be a clue.
Okay.
Back to the library.
Yeah.
Now, what to do with you?
If
Because we can't exactly have you running around by yourself. Especially not after that confession.
I mean, to be fair, like
You didn't technically do anything wrong.
if I can be frank and Minx at the same time, if I can be frank, legally speak or theoretically speaking, there's really no reason to even suspect me anymore because, or even worry about me anymore because, like, he's already dead. Yeah, I did want him dead, but like I hired someone else to do it. If all the cards are on the table, I'm gonna play my hand. Like if it make I just can't, I don't know where this last manuscript is, and I've been poring over it and trying to figure out if he stashed it anywhere, but it's my last chance to get what I deserve.
That's really interesting.
For
Wow.
our end. No,
Hmm. Go ahead.
you are mine, and he points at Minx. Due to the breach of contract, you will need to take it up with the guild. If you do not take it up with the guild and have it sorted, they will come for you.
I'll do that. Yeah, I got you.
And as a not so friendly reminder, the next time you hire somebody to put somebody into a grave, you don't tell them that you hired somebody to put somebody in a grave. Do not make that mistake again, dear client.
Did and the library doors swing open.
Hello, Mina. Hello, Howdy.
I have information.
Really?
Frog blink.
Quite interesting. We've been having
Motions
a
to continue.
chat here with Mr. Hardum.
Instantly, Mina's just gonna her eyes are just gonna shift over to just go you, because again she still doesn't know yet everything that he's been cleared yet.
Mina, perhaps we should take the conversation outside the library. I think Mr. Hardum has some difficult questions to reckon with, I think. Don't you agree, Mr. Hardam?
I'd say so. Miss Mina, pleasure.
Minx? Hello. There's definitely like nervousness with her voice, and it's more than like typical. She, in her head, she's like, I'm looking at the killer. Oh my god. I kicked this man. I'm next. Like,
Didn't kick him hard enough, apparently.
yeah. so,
I love that
definitely
thought.
like that nervousness. I'm like, oh. Hi. Yeah, we can go.
Right.
Let's go
Sounds
find
wonderful.
a nice, dark, quiet corner.
Hey. Seems like a great idea.
Alright. Finds a nice, dark, quiet corner.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Debrief.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll go first. I don't know. Whatever. So pretty much, I obviously read Lucian's book. They're amazing. I love his writing so much. But pretty much in his last, like the finale of the series, this literally happens. It's a wine like goblet and poison, and it was his business partner that he was stealing ideas from, and that kind of leads me to believe it's obviously Minx. But also too, on top of that, I may or may not have been listening in on Grayson, and well, after a lot of crying, he stated that Lucian, how could he have been so stupid? And then I lost it, but I'm re-putting it back up so I can listen more.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very interesting. Is Bronson listening? Or is Bronson a little bit off?
Let's say he's a little off.
Well, Miss Mina. Regrettably, I think Mr. Minx was not our killer tonight.
But it's exactly in the book.
Yes. But regrettably, Mr. Minx did not have the gall to do anything himself. So the person we're looking for is unfortunately not Mr. Minx. Isn't that right, Ishad?
It was a nod.
We got quite the amount of information from him, though. Lucian and him had a conversation before the wedding, and Lucian came into it very, very mad, very angry, very upset. After having a conversation where someone shouted, "She's mine, I can't have her." So I think there may have been an argument with a jilted lover or a jealous ex or something of that sort.
Well, there certainly is a jealous individual. Not an ex-lover, but
That's real.
not
Huh?
Miss Penelope is quite bitter and a little bit jealous of Miss Eve. But
I understand.
and she also may or may not have had feelings for a recently deceased individual. And that recently deceased individual may or may not have decided to or promised to propose to her once upon a time, and then met a certain wife who is now a widow, and broke that promise. She does know about. She does know a lot about insects. And her favorite is a particularly venomous and poisonous one. That is bad for the vineyard. But my suspicion doesn't lie with her. But it does now begin to shift. Do you know what who, or perhaps what the arguee was?
What? It sounded like it was one of the men folk
If it was
having a shouting match.
If it was one of
with
the
Lucian.
menfolk, then we turn our attention to the next set of them, I think. Also, I want to point out that it is. I also want to point out that it is 10:30 p.m. and it is a Sunday, which means that therefore some people have work in the morning. So
My hubby just got home and he hasn't eaten dinner, so
therefore I pose this question. Yeah, so therefore I pose this question. Do we pause and then pick up another time?
absolutely.
Cool.
I'm so into this.
I'm having quite a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. As most one-shots are wont to do, they are never actually a one-shot to begin with. They are a multi-shot.
Feel that.
They are a multi-shot thing. So, therefore, we can either pick up again next week, or we can wait a month and pick up in a month. Well,
I mean, next week is the start of the month.
I was about to say, technically next week
actually
is the 31st.
It's the 31st. It's still this month though.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be until the 7th. We wouldn't pick up again until the 7th then.
If it was any other Sunday, but we're celebrating my son's first birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Do you, about to say, you want to do it then on the 7th, Dalton?
Yeah, that'd be
okay. 100%.
All right. 7th it is. Alrighty. Well, Dalton, you're in the hot seat, so you get to do the thing.
All right. Remember, guys, drop a like, subscribe if you want to.
Remember to donate those bits and subscribe with Prime. No.
Yeah, donate those bits, subscribe with Prime, and remember, check out my link for Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends and G-Subs.
We'll see you guys.
Oh, don't forget about the J Fuel. See ya. Bye.
Bye, guys.